First of all, ladies and gentlemen, I want to do this. I want to share something with you that is going to help you in your business. This is going to be a teaching today. First of all, I want you to think about this. Are you ready to recommit to your business? If you did, put your hands up in the chat. If you're ready to recommit the second half to really, truly getting after it. And you really, truly want to get to that next level in your business. Just put a hand up in the chat or do something in the chat, because I want you to say to yourself, today I'm recommitting to my business. The first working day of the second half of 2023. We can't do that with the first half. That's already behind us, Mr. Ursula Allen. But we can do, Sam Foster, is recommit. That's, I'm going to say it again, to recommit to your business. Sometime I set up my first or my second video, DVD, a CD, really cassette tape. I said, one of the 25 objections to network marketing. I said, sometimes you got to walk out of your house, open your door, walk out to the curb, Mrs. Gail Wilkinson, and say, you're fired. And then walk back in and say, you're rehired. And rehire yourself. So today, let's all rehire ourselves as brand new IBOs. Okay. Now, I promise you, listen to me closely. I'm going to talk real slow. I want you guys to get this. I promise you, if you follow what I do, I promise you, some of you will not be working a year from today. I promise you that. Okay. You're going to have to relearn something. I promise you. Okay. Today's title is how to give an effective presentation. Now, let me say this before I get started. I'm not here to point anybody out. I'm not here to talk bad about it. That's not what Al Thomas is. Look, if you would park your ego and your pride to the corner, and when the call is over, you could pick it back up again, all right? Just put your ego to the side, put your pride to the side. I know you know how to do a presentation. Now, if you did an effective, keyword is effective, Ms. Travis, what I say, the effective, then you guys would have more customers and more IBOs in your business. Now, before I get started, on Wednesday, since Miss Corlano could not make this morning, she's out in the jungle, I thank God put it to me. I start the month off this today. On Wednesday, I will also be doing Wednesday's call, and it's called How to Pay for the Next Convention. I'm going to show you Wednesday. I'm going to break all this down real slow. I'm going to show you how to have your ACM business on Wednesday pay for the next upcoming convention. And when I talk on Wednesday, you'll have exactly 108 days. There's no way that you can miss this after Wednesday, okay? But that's not the subject today. If you do what I'm giving you a year from today, if you guys really seriously make a recommitment to learn, keyword, to do an effective, not just a presentation. What does effective mean, Mr. Thomas? It means it works. Every time I do a call, it works. I think what's last month I did on Tuesday night, we didn't sign anybody up. But out of the 5 Tuesday nights or 4 Tuesday nights last month, only one time I did it, nobody signed. What about you? Every time you do one, do they sign? Last Tuesday, I'll give you an example for those that don't know this. Last Tuesday, we had 58 people on the call last Tuesday night. 23, write it down, were IBOs who found, some of them woke up, some of them had guests. Mr. Victor's on here. Mr. Victor's a brand new guy. He was with me at the convention. I took him under my wings. Mr. Victor had 15 guests on last week. We had exactly 23 IBOs and 35 guests. Watch this. That's more guests than you start to catch what's happening. Now, if you have not, here again, I'm going to say this real clear again. If you have not brought anybody in the last 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, I want you to pay, you especially, to pay very close attention. I'm going to teach this today. If you haven't brought a customer in, here again, listen up. Now, I'm going to talk about, here again, I'm going to say again, please don't get the wrong way. I'm not here to step on anybody's toes, make anybody feel bad, but I'm here to straighten out what you've been doing wrong. Okay, can I say that? When you take golf lessons, You could golf all day long until you get an instructor. He'll straighten up that hook you got. So and 30 years experience, my credentials are in order. I think I'm gonna show you today how to do an effective presentation. Now, I'm gonna go through just 3 different slides today because a lot of you and I did a call, and I'm not putting anybody on the spot. I did a call about 8 months ago. I even had RDs could not even read the boxes. That I was blown away because we want to add more than there. The meeting is after what? The meeting. Say it with me. The meeting is after what? The meeting. That's when you sign them up. Okay. Now I'm going to go through this 3 boxes, 3 slides. So I'm going to go through, and I want you to write down how I say what I say. And then tomorrow night, I double dare you, get a guest or 2 on there, and watch them get signed in. I used to do Thursday night's call when I signed people up on the spot. People never got it. Blew my mind. People would not even get on there to learn. It's a skill, folks. You can't get any better than you are doing what you've been doing. Have you figured that out yet? All right, let's get to the first box, Mr. Bree Clemens. Box number 1. I always tell people, look, watch this. On Tuesday night, you'll always say, I am going to read the boxes to you. Now, why do we think Al Thomas say that? Let me tell you why Al Thomas say that. I'm not trying to impress people. I'm not trying to show how good I am. No. You'll never sign nobody up. I'm showing them how duplicatable it is. Okay, write that down. You want to let them, because there are 3 questions everybody have. Number 1, write this down before they get on the call. You should be smart enough to know and been along this. Number 1 question is, can I do it? Write that down. Can I do what? Can I send out a video halfway across the world in seconds? Yes. The second part of question number 1, part B, is can I read it? And some of you think, oh, Al Thomas, I could read it. Oh, no. You could. Your numbers be up. The second question everybody have is what? What's the second question? How much is it going to cost me? Every guest has that in the back of their mind. How much is this? Here's how they think of it. How much this thing going to cost me? This thing. And the third question is, some of you know the third question, the answer is what? When can I get my money back? That is the only 3 major questions that every individual have. And trust me, after doing tens of thousands of presentations in the last 30 years, I've probably done about, I don't know, 30, 40,000, I don't know, maybe more than that. You think I may know kind of what I'm talking about after about that many? Okay, all right. I just want to make sure you understand that this is a calculated presentation because I put together the best of the best, okay? Now, first thing I say to people tomorrow, you'll see me say this, and I'm going to go through this with you this not today, and this is going to help you get more people in your business. I tell people I'm going to read it to them. And when I say that, usually I'm looking at the screen and all the people on the here and the guests and everybody like, he going, what? You going to read it to us? Yeah, I'm going to say it again. I'm going to read it to you. And I even tell people on the call, you see it tomorrow night, read it with me. I'm convincing them how simple it is. And here's what I do. I said, ladies and gentlemen, read it with me. I'm going to go through the first box. World's largest direct seller of telecommunication, comma. I even throw the comma in there. Yes, I do. Energy and other, and I go slow. Some of y'all go so fast they can't catch it. Energy and other essential services. At the bottom left, Titan gave us thumbs up. Don't have to read all that. They can read it. Inc. says thumbs up. We have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. I'll say again, A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. I say it twice. Okay. It's clear. DSA, thumbs up. DSEF, thumbs up. Watch this. Now go to the right. I told them where I want their eyeballs to go. How many of you guys do a presentation or give them or sit down, give people the sheet with it? They're reading everything before you. No. I want to guide you where I want your eyeballs to go. In the court of law, they call that leading the witness. And I'll say, watch this real slow, folks. I tell where I want to go. Next line says, service provider specializing. I pause in customer acquisition. And I may say this, we're the wholesaler to these companies. Oh, that makes sense. Because sometimes they actually have to do a presentation. What do y'all do? If they actually have the presentation, what you do, that means you didn't explain it to them the way they understood it. To the right, it says started in the US in January 1993. And if your eyes will go to the bottom of the right corner, I even tell them where I want their eyeballs to go, bottom right corner, it says 30-year anniversary. We're celebrating 30 years of being debt free. Now take notes on that. And I say we'll continue our reading. We're in 27 countries on 5 continents. Now, when I usually talk a little bit, I may say I get paid in 14. That's what I say sometimes. And then bottom left, down the bottom, it says millions of customers acquired and billions in sales. Now, I want one person real quickly who want to volunteer to read that box to me. And you're gonna learn something. You're gonna learn something. Anybody want to volunteer real quickly? Because I got a lot to cover. We got 2 more boxes to cover. This is the easy box. All right, I'll tell you what. Next box, sir. This is another box that people struggle with. Box number 6. Box number 6 is so important because box number 6, I'm going to talk to them about how to get paid in this box. Box number 6, it says, I'll say this is another way we get paid. I'll start to the left. Overriding income, customer acquisition bonuses. It's called CABs. AC will pay you anywhere from $50 up to, write that down, up to $450 per person. Write that down. Per what? Per person. A lot of us just glossy over that. Now watch this. This is very important to get this across. Paid weekly. And sometimes I'll repeat it. Paid when? Paid weekly as earned when your team acquire customers. In other words, ladies, everybody look at me. Ladies and gentlemen, that's 4 potential checks. If it's paid weekly, that means there's 4 weeks in a month. That is, watch this, that's 4 potential checks per month on top of your regular job. That wakes people up. They're going, oh my God, what is it? Some question? Oh my God, I can do this around my schedule. Oh my God, I have the equipment. See, they're thinking that. To the right, residual income, 4%. Here's what I've seen a lot of people do. 4%, and they'll keep going. Or, hey, we'll talk about that in training. No, if I'm a guest, I'm thinking, what the blankety blank is 4% residual income? And not only that, watch this. I'm going to come back to that 4% in just a second. It says pay monthly on your team's customer monthly commissional revenue. So if that's paid monthly, that's 1 check, plus the left side is 4 checks. Everybody look at me. I throw up 5 figures. That's 5 potential checks in a month on top of what you make on the job, potentially. See, most people don't even talk about that. Now they're excited because you just shared some. Wait, that's 5 checks I get on top of my job? Shoot, that makes a lot of sense. Now watch how I do the 4%. This is very crucial. Most people cannot do this 4%. I've seen people do it. I call them up afterwards. I pull them to the side. I talk to them a little bit to try to help you understand, because they need to understand how that works. Now, here's how that 4% works. I always write down guests. When I do this call, I look for the different guests that's going to be on the call. Like tomorrow, I know a couple people gave me their list for tomorrow. Here's what I do. I'm going to use, so I look at my guest list, people who I don't know who are guests. I'm going to use Jackie McCoy today. I'm going to use James Clark today. I'm going to use Kathleen Williams today, Kenneth Roberts today, and I'm going to use Miss Ursula Allen today as guest. Okay. And here's what I'll say. Everybody watch how I do the 4%. You're going to bring in, let's say, Jackie McCoy, who's on the phone today. She's on your first level. You're going to get, watch my fingers, you're going to get 4% of all of Jackie Black's customers. You're going to get a 4% residual. Jackie McCoy, turns around and brings in James Clark, who's on your what? Your second level. And I point to, you are going to get, pointing at you, you're going to get 4% of everything that Mr. James Clark does. Mr. James Clark's turning around and bring Kathleen Williams in, who's on your third level. You're going to get 4% of everything that Miss Kathleen Williams does. Miss Kathleen Williams turn around and bring Kenneth Roberts in, who's on your fourth level. You're going to get, look, I'm pointing at you, you're going to get, I'm pointing right to the guys, you're going to get what? 4% on everything Mr. Kenneth Roberts does. Mr. Roberts turns around and brings in Miss Ursula Allen. She's on your fifth level. You're going to get 4% of everything Miss Ursula Allen does. So let me recap. I'll say it again. Let me recap so that where it's clear. You're going to pick up 4% on your first generation. Watch this. Second generation, third generation, fourth generation, and fifth generation of people. Wow. What are you going to do with all that money? Now, is there anybody, and I've done this with Mr. James Clark before, his organization would have 18, 19 people on the line. He'll sign up 2 or 3 when I do this. I'm telling you, he's on the line. Okay, when I do these calls for his group, they sign people up. Now he can do it because he's been taught how to do it. And same thing with Mr. Josh Case. They know, you know, does anybody want to volunteer to do that box? So get good at it. Write the note. Go back and watch this video if you didn't write it down. Go back and watch it. I promise you, if you guys duplicate what I've given you today, you will not have to work at JOB next year. If you do it many times, I'm going to tell you on Wednesday, okay? But this works. This works. Now, the other slide, the other third slide I'm going to work on today with you is one more slide, slide number 7, the bonus slide. The bonus slide. It's imperative. Most of you talk, we go from left to right. What the heck does that mean? Explain it to me. You can make more money as you move up the company. What I got? No, show me the money. Come on, Jerry McGuire, show me the money. Some of you don't even tell them the potential. So here's the potential. Here's how I do this box tomorrow night. IBO earn position. When you first get in, the first thing he says CQ is gather 5 services in your first, 30 days. As a matter of fact, ladies and gentlemen, go to the bottom of the page. I tell you where I want their eyeballs to go. What did it say there? CABS, cabs paid on new CQs within their first 30 days. However, I tell people on the call, however, I teach my group to do it 7 to 10. Because I can't wait. Okay. Now let's go back up. To the right, it says ETL. Go with me. Here again, watch me direct your eyeballs where I want you to go. Go with me to the bottom left in the gray. It says reaching, and read it with me. Read it with me. Reaching higher earned position is based on the number, pause, breathe a little bit, number of personal and, notice how I stress the and team customers. Oh, they're thinking, this is not my customers and my team. It qualifies? Yes, and your team customers. Now as an ETL with 30 services, when a new person comes in your organization, ACE is going to pay you $50, write this down, per person. When they get their first 5 services in their first 30 days. Now imagine, here again, watch me imagine. I'm leading the witness. I want them to see in their mind. I want them to start thinking of numbers. I want them to start thinking of what that means for them. Imagine 5 people come in that month, in the month of July, times 50 to you. What if 10 people come in times 50 to you? What if, and I stop right there because I want them to put their own number in. So they're answering the third thing. How can I get my money? I'm answering it. Next position, that gentleman, Mr. Harrison Mills, just introduced me because he introduced me on Tuesday night. That handsome young man, Harrison Mills there, he makes up to, remember, it's up to $150, per person. I always stress that when they get their first 5 services in their first 30 days. I repeat it and repeat it. So imagine, what if 5 people came in this month and got qualified, times 150? Hey, Ms. Natasha Wayne, what if 10 people came in this month of July, times 150 to you? And I throw the guest names up there because remember, it's all for the guest. The guest like, oh, that's $1,500 around my schedule. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Next position is RD, where Mr. Harrison Mill is on his way to. He can make up to, notice I said again, up to $250 per person. So just imagine, Daryl Ransom, what if 5 people came in times $250 when they get their first 5 services in their first 30 days. Mr. Ransom, what if 10 people came in times $250? He's thinking, oh my God, that's $2,500 that month around my schedule. People get it better, I'm telling you. Next position is RVP, Regional Vice President. They can make up to what? $350 per what? Say it with me, per person. When they get their what? First 5 services in their first what? 30 days. See, guys, slow your conversation down and repeat it so they get it. They get it. Sometimes you can say something they don't get the first time. They'll get the second time, third time. Oh, now I get it. Because remember, to be a good leader, you got to first have to be a good student. So imagine $350 per person. What if 5 people came in that month and got qualified, Dave Culver? Hey, what if 10 people came in times $350 that month? And I guess it's going like, wow, that's $3,500. Now, as a regional vice president, go with me underneath in the black area. It says incentive trips. And I talked about it. I said, for example, tomorrow night, you hear me say, well, in May this year, I just got back from an all expense paid vacation in Mexico. And boy, the lobster tails were unlimited eating. Good stuff. And matter of fact, in December of last year, I went on a cruise, all expense paid vacation. And sometime Tom and Susan Forbes are on. I'll say, and I met the Forbes on there. They're on the call tonight on the cruise. Now watch this. What do you think your guests were thinking? Shoot, my job never gave me no cruise. My job never gave me no trip to Mexico, all you can eat lobster. You got to get people, listen, folks, when you talk to people, their minds are like a whiteboard. It's empty. Your job is to make it very colorful. Very what? Colorful. Very what, Mr. Thomas? Colorful. Like I said, let me go back. Sometimes when they get on there, their mind is white. It's like a whiteboard, right? You got to sometimes get it sketchy. Your job, when I'll get through with it 1 through 10, it'd be very colorful. They'll see the opportunity. They'll see the money. They see that they can do this. And I'll say, not only instead of trip, but as a regional vice president, go with me underneath in the orange and white. I tell them exactly where I want their eyes to go. Now you're going to get increased residual. And I'll say this tomorrow night. I'll say, everybody, look at me. So I want to explain it so they get it. Not only are you going to get paid 1 level, 2 level, 3 level, 4 level, 5 level of 4%, but now as a regional vice president, watch this, you get paid infinity on every customer. Watch, I do this. On your organization worldwide. Because some of you, oh my God, I mean, I could build an international. Oh, because see, are you planting that seed that didn't go international with this business? Everything I do is calculated. Not just the mom, not just here in a little small Madera. It's not little small part. No, little product town. Hey, this is international. That's why the other day I showed you a guy who was on the call Saturday. He called in from the UK. We got him in the business in the UK, all in the organization. Anyway, so let's get back to this. Now you get increased residual income. Next position is SVP. They make up to $400 per person. I know what you're thinking. What if 5 came in that month times $50, 400 when they got their first 5 customers in the first 30 days? What if 10 people did it? What if you put your own number there? I tell people, because I want their imagination to kick in. Wow. Plus increased residuals on top of the RVP residual. And then SVP Platinum, we just added that position 4 months ago. They can make up to, say it again, say it with me, say it with me, come on. They can make what? Up to. Man, it's exciting. You're getting their attention. Some of you, that's 450. No, up to 450. Fluctuation in your voices is important. So this is exactly how I explain these boxes. Come back tomorrow night at 7 o'clock, put the hamburger down, put the cheeseburger down, put the steak down, put the rib down, and come and learn how to do an effective, not just is effective, because people sign up. Does anybody want to try any of these boxes? I'm going to open it up for anybody want to try it, box 1, 2, 6, or 7, because you're here to learn. You're here to learn. Now, if you don't, I can understand. Now, here's a homework assignment. I want you when you get off this call is to go and get the script out and practice in front of the mirror. You're gonna crack up. Practice. practice. Some of you, you haven't done it. I get you. But today, remember, you made a commitment. You made a commitment. You made a commitment to recommit to your business. And it starts with you learning how to do an effective presentation. What if Al Thomas is not around? What if Joe Marsh Sharp's not? What if your upline's not? What if Rose Guerrero, Chris Keenan around? What are you gonna do? Oh my God! No. Tag, you're it. Tag, you're it. You're it. And this is how I have grown a global business. I took everybody out on Monday, Friday night at the convention. To 21. I mean, this is how you do it. This is how you do it. Okay. Now, some of you, if you follow this, like I say, part your ego, put your pride to the side, and do what I've given you. I guarantee your numbers will explode. They will explode. They will explode. And this is how you do it. Like I said, I've seen people do presentations before. I had to go behind them and do it. I try to correct it. And some people that I can't correct it because they're not willing to learn. So you have to be able to do it this way, and you'll watch your numbers go through the roof. Trust me on this. Trust me on this. Now, I'm going to talk about. I'm going to show you another slide. Yesterday, my internet's been messing up, so I've had the Cox people come out yesterday. So two guys, I want to show you a picture, came out yesterday to fix my internet, so my internet wasn't go down. I got so mad at Mr. Bree Clemens and, check your internet, clowning me. We have this little thing, and I got frustrated because it kept going down. So 10 o'clock yesterday morning, I didn't go to church yesterday. I stayed home. Mr. Juan is to the left and Mr. Teddy is to the right. That's in my house. I said, guys, they got finished with my internet, and I shared with them, guys, what is your future? Watch this. Watch this. What do you want for your future? And one's 22, one's 24. Man, my job. I said, what do you want for your future? I said, I can see great things for you guys. Yeah? Yeah. You know what? I'm going to do something for you guys. I'm going to do something for you. I'm going to show you how to make a prison break. Now, write this down, folks. Right? I'm giving you guys, watch this. Have you noticed last Saturday, all the pictures I showed picture after picture, because I want to tell you a story. Why don't you guys start taking pictures of people you're prospecting? Start your own storytelling. So I come on the call with not just conversation, but I got stories and I got pictures of people. So these two guys, I sat there and I said, give me your names and numbers. And I showed them what they could make. They said, great, Mr. Thomas. I said, guys, I know you're on the clock. You got another call to go to. When can the two of us together, all three of us, sit down and talk? Mr. Thomas, what days you guys off? So I got an appointment this coming Saturday. When I come back to Dallas, I'm in Dallas on Thursday. I'm sitting down with these guys Saturday. I'm sitting down with both of them. They're so excited. When they left here 5 minutes later, I texted the Starbucks I want to meet them at. Both of them text back individually. I can't wait to get with you, Mr. Thomas. Man, I've been praying for something like this, Mr. Thomas. Man, you're an answer to prayer, Mr. Thomas. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. We will be there. Will you be there? I said, yes, sir, I'll be there. If something comes up, please let me know. This is yesterday morning. I didn't go to church. I said, God, thank you for sending me my first two names and numbers for the day. See, that's how this business works. Folks, I'm trying to explain to you. I'm trying to show you, not only with the slides, but I'm showing you pictures of people that I talk to. And you've seen on the calls that I show you people I talk to. Here again, very simple. And write this down, folks. Less is better. Some of y'all get on there and y'all, no. Shut the heck up. Just read the freaking boxes. Less is better. Some of you get people in, you talk them out of it. Less is better. I was going through my boxes yesterday because I want to sell somebody. Let me show you something. See that box on the floor? That's one box full of books. I got 10 of them full of books. Full of books. Leaders or readers. 10 of them. 10 of them full of books. Full of books. Now, there was a book I missed that I couldn't find. And guess what fell out yesterday? I was moving the books around. This book fell. Oh, shoot, hold on. This book fell out. And I was so excited because I was trying to buy some more of them. And I couldn't find it anywhere. This guy was one of the first network marketers. In this book, it's called The Magic Power in You by Dr. Dan Ford. I'll say it again. By Dr. Dan Ford, a complete on laws of success with a guide to riches through network marketing. One of the first books I ever got my hands on. I had a chance to meet him. And he talks about back in the 30s, 40s. Because of him, I got a chance to meet him. I did my first TV interview on to the Today Show in LA. And I forgot all about that show I did in LA on a TV show. Guys, as I look back through my life, I have been so blessed with things I could write. I mean, I could talk about stuff that I have so much I have accomplished in my life. Now, since we're in the second half of this year, I'm going to be doing a whole lot more teaching on what I did to get there. And like I said Saturday, I was almost crying on Saturday. I apologize. I humbly apologize, thinking you guys knew this. And as I look around and see people not on my team and people on my team still stuck in the same position, that means they're doing things, there's something is wrong. I'm the doctor coming through with the stethoscope saying, okay, here's what you need to do. Let me fine tune it. And if you guys do this, you're gonna see this in this glass. What do you see in my glasses? You see dollar signs in each glass. There's dollar signs. The reason why we don't, I want you guys to have dollar signs. As you see as you show the presentation, I want you to show them the money. Because 3 questions: can I do it? Can I read it? Part B, next question: how much it's gonna cost me? $324. Number 3, when can I get my money back? Now, on Wednesday, I'm going to discuss how to have your business pay for your international. And in Wednesday's call, we only have 108 days left, plenty of time to have your ASIN business pay for it. And sometimes I take it for granted you guys know how to make it pay for it. And I said to myself, I was praying in the morning at 3 in the morning, I says, God said, you know, Al, you talk about this, but they don't know. They don't know. You got to break it down step by step. So I got to start teaching more this year how to do these things. Now, the last thing I'm going to give you today is ABC. Always be closing. Always be closing. Now, the last thing is there's 4 steps to this process in ACN. It's 4 steps. First step, you gotta, it's like STP. Some of you guys all thought STP was a motor oil. But I'm gonna give you the business acronym for STP for business. Put STP down 4 times. STP, first one, here we go. SVP. You gotta first of all see the people. Well, I got 2 guys I saw yesterday right in my house. You can't get a name and number. You can't do anything. You can't send a video out until you see the people. There's only 4 steps to this whole business. See the people. Once you see the people, the second step at STP is show the people. Show them what, Mr. Thomas? The business. Tomorrow night, come on here, park your ego, park your pride, and listen to a guy who's done 8,000 apps in 1 month in his downline history of his organization, who's been at it for 30 years, who's been in all kind of magazines and books. And I can't believe people will not even listen to me because they're ego. Park your ego, park the ego and your pride to the side and learn. Because if you're not a senior vice president or SVP or RVP, you might want to be on here. That's all I'm going to say. Because the proof doesn't lie. See the people. That's why whenever I go to different places, I'm out prospecting. I go to South Carolina, I go prospecting. When I go to Dallas, I go prospecting. When I go to Fresno, I go why? To show you, to lead by example. How do you not get 3 or 4 names and numbers? The problem is you're not getting names and numbers. Okay, see the people. Show the people. What? Read the 1 through 8 or 1 through 10. Then step 3 is shock. Fred Stanford. I'm coming home, Lizzie. I'm coming home. Fred. Shock the people. Shock them on what? How they can make good money around their schedule. We pay five potential checks a month. But are you telling people what they got? Are you showing them? Matter of fact, tomorrow, oh my God, I can't do that. I got that. It's already geared into Wednesday. Wait till Wednesday comes. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I left out one. I left out a slide. I'm sorry. I got to go back in a second. See the people. Show the people. You shock the people. You shock them. And then the 4th S is you sign, it's German. You sign the people. You sign them up. God dang, it's just that simple. If you're not doing one, because the whole thing, it leads to the last thing, signing people up. Mr. Clemens, go back to box number 7. I'm sorry. The box after 7, that one after 7. I want to show you what this guy had at the convention that slapped me in my face. He told me how small I'm thinking. Now, notice this. I talked about how to make $600 to $800. Write this down. I always talk to my new people how they can make $600 to $800 in the first 7 to 10 days. This gentleman on the stage, he showed this. He says, I got packages. My first package, you can make $400. My second package, you can make $1,200. His third package, he can make up to $1,700. Now, that was his June promotion. He just broke down what do you need to do to make this kind of money. The problem is, okay, you can take it down. Everybody look at me again. The problem is you're not telling people what the potential money they could make. Why we're so scared to tell people what they can make. I said, look, you get your first 5 services, you make $200. You get 3 more for 8, you got a grand total of what? $400 deposit in grand total, not an additional $400, but a grand total of $400 deposit in your bank account. You get 3 more services for 11. You made what? $600. And then I go further. Watch tomorrow night. I'll see you get somebody saying, which time was I could do better than that. I can go get 3 more. Oh, for 14 services? Then you made a grand total of what? $800. And I always talk about the money. So, and I say, where could you put up $324 and in 7 to 10 days is make back $600 to $800? You're not telling people the benefit. There's money in this. When I was at the convention, I saw that go up. I went, oh my God, I slapped myself. I'm thinking too small. He's talking about $1,200 to $1,700 on a $324 investment. I guarantee you, listen to me, I guarantee you, if y'all start talking like this, a year from now, some of you want to be working. Now, don't say a word. I'm not here to make anybody feel bad, but think about the last presentation. Did you show them how to get their money back? Did you talk about how big, what kind of money they can make in the first 30 days? Most of us don't do that. And you're wondering why they don't come involved. Here's what they're thinking. I don't have $324 to lose because you did not show them how to make their money back. Wow. I'm jumping up and down. I'm always talking about it. I get excited. I don't scare people. I scare the losers, but I gain the winners. Watch this. Get excited. You'll gain the winners and you lose the losers. Why is he so excited? Why is he always jumping up? Why he's this? Why he's that? Well, why don't you shut up and learn how to do what he did? Maybe you'll make his kind of money. Man, I don't know. He coming here. He want to. Maybe if you learn, your income will change and so will your pen. What do you think? So I want to thank you all for the day. I went a little bit, but I want to really give you those boxes just to clarify how to do an effective presentation and watch your numbers go up. What did I say to this morning's text? What this morning text say? Let me read it to you. This morning text was what? It says, success isn't about how much money you make. It's about the difference you make in people's lives. And I tell you what, that's what this business is about, changing people's life. And I'm going to say this, my goal for the second half of this year, those that will listen to me and follow my direction, is to change your life. And it will change because you'll grow from what's not working to what will work and what has been working for me for 30 years. And that's the reason why I've been on top of 2 separate network marketing companies.